and welcome to Who's Stars a show of casual players for Dungeons and Dragons, not so casually. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Garrett. This is our campaign, Ashana Rising. Last time in the Ashana, it was sad, I guess. Last time, we kind of got the fallout of interest stuff. A third of the adventurers all died. Some fan favorite NPCs died, including Rule, Yennefer, Olympe, Dorn, Hippie, and others. So that's pretty sad. We get the big reveal. Sharktooth Jr. Was really mad at the party because his mom died. So we did get the big Sharktooth Jr. reveal.
And then he almost died.
He almost died for other reasons.
I almost killed him.
So then, the king has this big announcement. The king says, "Yeah, my brother is Gordon, the guy kind of in charge of this whole thing." Brought him back and was corrected about the Book of Evil and all that jazz. I'm just solving the adventures you all believe you want. Great, and Godric kind of gave routed speeches / intimidating speeches, and no one left. That's cool. So what's next? There is war to be had. Before they can get to that, other new big bad evil guy, Altadar, revealed himself as having been an adventurer in disguise all along. An adventurer who had a one-shot Lamira in an exhibition match. Let's see. He's just like, yeah, y'all are going down a terrible path. I've read the books of good and evil, and I'm doing all these terrible things to prevent this really bad, terrible thing, and also kind of responsible for getting you all together. Let's see. He starts like, yeah, you want the path of vengeance, I can give you that. Party did not take the bait. What's that? Didn't take the bait, so he just left his card. The king pulled the group aside. I get it, so. Second, whatever that was. Let's see. So the king pulled the group aside, said, "Hey, guess what's mission for you? Y'all can either go and recruit allies for me." Don't know why he ever volunteered for that. Crazy. Or you can basically go into Estrax for me, start a rebellion, or / just create chaos, disrupt their lines while we just build an army. Do what y'all do best, cause chaos. As the group was kind of debating, it kind of got
kind of a rude thing to say, honestly.
As the group was debating, Gondar decided to let out. Oh yeah, I got some wrath that was supposed to be to kill Rui and steal her soul and all that. Or else, in a month or they used to declare war on killing one I love and all that stuff. Does that throw a kink in any of the plans or anything? The king wasn't very happy about learning that. But what did we do? Am I missing any other grand reveal? We did not get an evil face reveal, no evil face reveal yet.
I did in fact tell the king about the hidden dude.
Oh yes, the Altadar was revealed. Janek might be fired from his job for not knowing about that guy. Very weird. So there's that. So King knows about that situation. Kind of pulled most of the pins. There's still, but most of the pins got pulled out, and then Aurelian called and said, "Hey, if I guess since you'll have a few days, we'll have a feast in Yodon." So that was thrown out there on the table for the group as well. I think that's the gist of everything. So I'm going to kind of run down the side quest options, present them from the quest giver per se. Um, we won't role play it back and forth, but if you do have questions, go ahead. You can't interrupt. Like, just pause me. You can ask the question. Won't role play it back and forth. Just the information I'm giving you is probably the most information you'll get. If you do have a question, you can ask a question. If you are confused and all that. So, first thing you all know about the Yodon feast, scheduled for next afternoon. Technically, we could move it, or it gets moved if other things take precedence. We can still talk like surrounding NPCs and Strony. Before you all leave, the king goes to you all and says, basically, he needs to know what entry point, what town you all want to basically enter from. Each of them have different tactical advantages. Basically, that would help the war effort. So the 5 options are Purg, which is kind of a gem mine. It's a source for both riches and also arcane experiments. That's in Purg. So the main target there would be to disrupt Ashrak's access to the mine and start to revolt within the workers. Other option is Aberdeen. It's a nice little beachside town. Lots of smiling faces, but also like everyone's like part of a cult obsessed with Portermon. So basically, the main target there would be finding and getting in touch with the rebel leaders in that area and assassinating the Church of Portermon's head priest. Third option is Yakos. That is where the training grounds for Portermon's army is. The main target there would be to destroy the training facility and or converting soldiers to the rebellion. 4, Shige, that is Lida's home village. There's a volcano there. Portermon has been using that as a base to conduct raids into the witch and fairy country of Lucille, capturing anybody with substantial magical power or potential for research purposes. Main target there would be to free those captured and destroy the facility. 5, Eneston, Darkarn's village. Main target there is clear, kill Darkarn, perhaps the strongest of kind of the leaders of each of these cities, which are not generals. It is Vampire COVID and free Wayland from Darkarn control. Those are kind of the 5 options he presents as he needs to basically know before I leave Strony for anything else, because so we get that set up for y'all to get there. Indom, as y'all were talking about repairing Otto's armor.
We don't need to do that. We'll just be open chested the rest of the game.
Sharkan mentions that Armiton, the Forgeborn, is still in the city. He might be the most knowledgeable person to do a repair. At least because Otto's injuries are not life-threatening at the moment. It is just he is more vulnerable to life-threatening injuries at the moment. Is probably more accurate of his condition. The condition of said armor. Indom offers that if y'all before y'all leave for Estrax, can give basically a rundown of Estrax's forces and history. At least under Quartermon. So basically intel there each of the offers. The king pulls Glebel aside. I'm not gonna say it's in secret, but he does pull Glebel aside before y'all leave and say, even though y'all didn't pick the diplomatic option, he said it might still be helpful for you, Glebel, to head back to CSR in the Elf capital to make an appeal yourself for the Elves help in the war, considering that they're not on great terms at the moment. does not elaborate any further. Indum pulls Kraith aside after hearing Kraith try to mention his artifact performance problems and mentions that the temple in Kalo has kind of been dedicated to studying the dichotomy of Dendar and Tyrant Thraxus, the original primordial gods of day and night. And that might be a good place to start on figuring out how to separate Dendar's influence or control, or figuring out what the hell's wrong with your artifacts. That might be a good option. So we throw those out there. It was mentioned that Draken was going to go to Archmage Devolos and try to get his basically opinions on the various divine beings at play at the moment. So it was Rathos. Idramol was thrown out as an option as someone to maybe parlay with if they can find him in Nestrax. All that, the Raven Queen, maybe. Don't know who all the divine beings. Devolos, from an arcane perspective, might be the best expert in the matter. So y'all could accompany Draken there to Freysa. Sharkon pulls Otto aside and says, asks you if you've heard about Floaty, which you have. That's the Warforged, or the technical innovation where all the new age Warforged are. We suggest maybe meeting with Hades CEO, Hades Greystone, to maybe find out a bit more about kind of the technical advantages of Warforged of today, maybe even get the magical upgrades for you and perhaps the entire party. Though he does suggest it won't be a cheap endeavor.
Yeah, we got money.
We got money to burn.
How much money do I need?
He doesn't know because he is basically CEO Hades Greystone is one of the two richest people in Ashana. The other one being former Battle Tower owner as Zarek. So he doesn't know what's as far as money goes. He hasn't really dealt with Hades himself. What would be impressive to him? I'll skip Gondar because I'm assuming you'll probably will talk to Gondar, who is the quest order for that one. So I'll skip that one for now. Let's see. The deck pulls Godric aside. And he says another place that might be worth researching a bit more about this. How like Dendar and Raven Queen and Rakdos and all these things, like all these divine beings are in play. A good place to go is where he is from, as they know a survivor. Go to Sets and study the rooms themselves. So that's something he suggests to you as an option. The king, again, even though y'all didn't admit that you lied, I don't think, but I do think you all indicated that Satella wasn't an option. He does say there might, if it wouldn't put y'all's lives in any more danger, that maybe a direct appeal to Satella and a portal in the Feywoods would be making a direct appeal to her. Might be still worth a visit. She might be easier to win over than Ichimal, is what he, from his perspective, thinks. With less risk, is kind of how he puts it. But in the back of all your heads, you just think that there is always a Hot Springs episode waiting in Carlisle. But no specific, like.
When's our beach episode?
That's one of the options in Estrax.
But Mercy does suggest maybe going to the hot springs.
No, we've done a beach episode before where I made the whirlpool.
Those hot springs.
We do it again.
Mercy throws up the hot springs as an option for me. Get a relaxed healing perspective before y'all head into Astrax. Clear any impurities, evil beings, whatever. So this might be a good option for clearing your mind with the spirits.
Thank you.
Any questions you'll have? These are basically the quest givers. Besides, when you talk to Gondar, you'll get the other one. But those are the side quests available prepared. Others they pop up along the way. Any questions? Where I'll basically depart from, go back to the team.
I don't think so. No. Can you successfully hit on one player?
Depends. Some of them will take more time than others. I would say it's probably unreal that you'll hit on.
3 days.
Well, we only need to hit one. We all know where that one is.
But if you don't try anything else, for the king, you will go have his service break now.
Rip.
You all should go ahead and move back over to the. One thing I'll say that you notice in my deck, which is that all the undead that you slayed have basically dissipated. Have all basically dissipated. The right side of the keep. That's like the bouncing place.
Did they leave anything behind?
There's like burnt like ashes and things. But like digging through them, you don't see like
Anything I've noticed?
yeah.
I'll just start sweeping.
Things I know.
Well, like a general grievous and extra arms start popping out just for this. Nothing.
So the first thing we need to do is we're going in Esperance.
At least before y'all show you. There are some activities that show you.
Okay.
But that would probably be good first topic maybe that's out there.
Do y'all maybe want to discuss it before we part ways?
I think that sounds like a great idea, Poppy. What are your thoughts since this is a little personal to you?
Yeah,
Well-
Anestin was voted out, but I defer to you.
I don't think I'm ready to go to Neston yet. Well, to be honest, I'm still nervous about what that guy was saying. Is you know, the one with just a beard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree. I don't think we need to go anywhere near you, Daddy. I don't think we can really take him right now.
It's actually great at knowing who is where at all times, and it's a little terrifying. And I think out of all of us, I'm the only one that could possibly fade him. And I can't hide him if we get caught. So, how about we help the people of Aberdeen?
Excuse me while I pull up the manual again.
So it's each
While my
side
Discord
down.
freezes every time I click something.
Each side down that's a little too culty and loving their dictator.
With that, I think that's fine.
It seems like a more diplomatic mix of the bunch.
Main objective is to kill the head priest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
You
well,
said
we,
assassin. Poppy.
we don't want to alert the townspeople. We maybe want to win over the leader. It just seems like there might be something there that would suit each of our strengths.
I think that's okay. Yeah. I don't really much care.
What if we crush their forces at Yagos?
And then
No, we don't need to crush the forces at Yagos. We need to convert the forces at Yagos.
much
See.
closer.
I don't really see us converting a bunch of soldiers against the one they signed up for to help. And I think we should go to Chile.
Chile.
Yeah.
Chile.
Chile.
I think we should go to Chile and destroy and destabilize. It's resurrect. That's insurrection 101. So if we free the captors and potentially turn their magic on Estrax, as well as destroy their research facility, further depriving them of talent and intel, I think that would be the most beneficial. And it would serve as a good supply line for establishing a future rebellion into the country of Luzil. So the people of Estrax, if we can successfully start a rebellion as a supply line to allied countries.
And then maybe some of the witches or the magic using captors. I just forgot the words. The magic using prisoners would join the rebellion.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, I definitely understand it. It makes sense. I'm a little biased in that my goal is to help as many of the townsfolk as I can as tenant, but I will honor whatever the group decides.
And Poppy, something that could be cool if we go to Chile, is we might be able to see more of Midas kids.
Oh, I think Mida has seen enough of his kids for a lifetime.
Well,
But
Okay, quick memory refresher. How established is this rebellion? Like, is this an actual tangible faction, or is this a concept we are hoping to engender?
You're not introducing it. There are
Right.
various rebellions factions.
We're talking about in Chile.
And kind of across Estrax, kind of different areas. None of them are super formal or organized. I'd call it. It's more
Or sponsored by agents of Ashana.
sponsored by agents of Strong for one, but it's mostly like little people who are unhappy.
Okay.
Like rather than like the people like the faction in and around like Anestin, not keeping with people down in Avenue.
They're all isolated. They're all formal, but seemingly isolated. As in they're trying to overthrow their individual governments,
Fighting
not
battles.
not like an entire movement. Nothing is uniting them.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? They're not formal. I was like, I left Chile because of the rebellion. What do you mean it's not formal?
Yeah.
Just want to be clear.
I will also respect the group's decision. I just think strategically, Chile is our best bet.
but auto label.
What do you think, rookie?
I think that is intern.
You just placement and insurrection. Big fucking words. Yeah, so you want to find them? That looks stupid. That looks stupid.
Mm.
Got it. Synergy.
What is that mean?
I like Godric's idea. Let's go to Chile.
Synergy. Answer that one.
Chicken calling my foot. I have negative words of intelligence.
You really just. My God.
We don't need intelligence for work, gentlemen. We
I
just
believe the gym mine is where we could go.
I figured you'd say that. I say that in character.
Well, I take that as support. Thank you, Otto.
I know you too well.
Well,
Wouldn't have it any other way.
My only reservation with Chile is the idea we'll find allies in the witch country. Now, as I recall, the witch queen was an ally to Ladovos. Though he not be an ally of Estrax per se, they clearly have their own plans and machinations afoot.
So
My
where, so we wouldn't go through the witch forest.
they're like raiding into Lucille, right?
They're-
They're just from Chile. They're just raiding into Lucille, mostly around the side, the forest that you went to.
Yeah, no, these Xylee forests.
One thing I'll go ahead and throw at you, might that you would know this. Lucille does not really actually have a formal queen. Like the witch, like you obviously weren't here for that to throw that out there, but
Right.
the witch queen is a self-named position that whoever this person was gave herself. So like the people of Lucille do not wish that or work for the witch queen. Like it is a very unstructured government.
So wait, where is Lucille? It's the southeastern just quadrant.
Yes,
It's like east of Leishon
yes,
and southeast of Crate.
correct.
Okay. I was looking for a specific place and I didn't see the big bold letters.
Well, sounds like the majority is voting for Chile.
If you don't mind, thank you.
I will say, yeah, we could potentially. Does anyone know how the kingdom's relationship is with the Crape Isles?
Like history check. Why not? Do you want to make a history check?
I've been over there before. Wait, didn't we talk about going on 17?
Y'all have been to
We've been to the Crape Isles.
Great once. That's like when the viral broke out. 17 for you. Anybody else pick a roll?
Oh, yes, it's out loud.
I will not.
Yes.
I'm not good at history.
Sure, I'll roll. I'm not good at reading over. Oh, wait, I'm
Just let me know if you beat 17.
Just a second.
Miles.
It's our first combined, we make 15. And plus 0.
I'm +5.
You're not good at history.
I thought I was. When we hear the word ice, all I think
Oh,
about.
one, you actually know the lost history.
Delete that from the timeline.
No, no 17 meters.
Nope, the 17 meters.
So the king has not picked a side in the Great Isle War. They had a decent trade relationship before the war broke out, but all of that has ceased since the war broke out. Not wanting to choose a side between the government of Craig and a former adventurer of his.
Right.
So
I will say, how do you say it, Aberdeen?
everything.
It might be possible if we were to free Aberdeen from its influence of the cult there, that we could also establish a supply line with the Crape Isles, which would also prove to be of a strategic advantage as it's near the water.
That's smarter than anything I ever come up with. Obviously, like I mentioned, I'm biased towards helping the rebellion there. I think we could maybe handle their advantages with these minds, but I'm not really confident we'll be able to win over much at the same time if we get a chance.
In the middle of all my sweeping, I'm not even gonna look up. I'm just gonna ask, raise of hands. Perfect.
Oh, sorry.
Not even looking.
Just tell me.
Not even looking. All right, 2 seconds have passed.
Pretty the mine, right? Pretty sure.
Birdie's the mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Raise of hands, Aberdeen. Raise of hands, Yagos. Raise of hands, Chile.
Chile.
Yeah.
Raise of hands, Anastasia.
It's
Yeah. All right, from what I've listened to, it's Chile.
Yes, sir.
Or did you where'd you get that from?
Oh, I wasn't watching your hands at all. I've been sweeping this entire.
Well, that doesn't seem like a very fair poll, now does it?
No, it doesn't. But we'll figure this out. We've got. I look at. I don't have a block.
Would you like to know what time it is?
I would very much so. Yes, please.
It is 8 p.m. We have 4 hours and 3 days.
It is
The shoes.
8 p.m.
Until the Yodon thing, or until we have to go to
So you
Estrax?
have to go to Estrax. You have to choose whatever you need to travel. Okay, which could be out at all, over.
Right. So it's.
It is 8 p.m.
Did we choose?
I don't think we've chosen it.
Why don't we just go to? Why don't we just roll for it?
We're full.
Roll for what?
Of where to start in Estrax.
No.
I thought we had a majority for Chile. Were there people who didn't vote?
We did have a majority for Chile.
Then what's the holdup?
I don't know.
Because we can go to the
Well, then
gem
we're
mine.
going to Chile.
Well, we can go to the gem mine
What?
and head downward to Chile.
Oh, I go to
All right, 1
Aberdeen.
for Jim Mine, 3 for Chile. Who's winning?
I don't think you guys quite understand how bad it is in Chile.
Well, that makes it sound like it'd be easier to start a rebellion if it's real bad down there.
Well, I mean, the rebellion's already underway, but
Yeah. So we just gotta go help move it along. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
yeah,
don't
but then you're going to be aiding in the loss of countless lives.
This is war, minor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be
That's true
clear, the
everywhere
goal
we go.
isn't to really recruit people to rebellion. It's just to destroy some of Portamon's facilities.
Yeah, and free captive prisoners. He's taking magic users. What if he took us? We're magic. Some of us are magic users.
So now we're just going to go to the land of Chile.
We're there. You know, magic users. Then maybe that would.
It won't cage us up though. We're all together. We won't let anything happen to each other.
Oh, track record wise, I'm not confident.
So now we're just going to go to the land of Chile and start raising the land, destroying facilities.
Yes.
Yeah, when they're being used to hurt people.
I feel like that wrong coming from the man who slaughtered a child.
I think we can all admit that not all of us are going to be happy with this choice, but we have decided to follow the majority. I personally am also unhappy with this choice might have, but we need to stay together.
And go to the gem mines.
What do you hope to gain from the gem mine?
I think that's pretty obvious.
Well, I mean, there could be other reasons.
Can we get a deception check from Ida for blatantly lying?
Maya, do you have some baby mamas that you're trying to avoid?
Well, that may be the case. That it's not the driving factor in my decision making.
Whatever you say. Were we doing a deception check?
Well, he just thinks that the reason why I don't want, or the reason why I want to go to the mine is because of gems, not because I want to avoid Chile.
Yes, that is accurate.
What do you guys? Just making sure. Just double check.
Well, I mean, the majority did vote for Chile. Craig, what do you think?
Mida has a reason for not going. I just wish she would state it clearly and not use pessimism and worst case scenarios as justification. Yes, Maida, it is true that terrible things will befall many unfortunate people. And we are currently fighting to, as best we can, limit that. Now, there is, of course, a danger for the people of Chile, but there's also a hope. And I hope, personally, as a member of this group, that we can find the best outcome for that place. Come on, Spit, role play a little harder. You can, I might change my mind.
Well, I get what sort of things were happening in Chile when I left. We never really went upset. But what forced me to flee to Islamic stores?
You taking the face down. You are had taken a personal interest in Chile, and he had been around all the magical people in Chile, and that's when basically the leader of Chile has started getting your resistance back, basically. But as you had left about when that happened.
I mean, I think that the scale of things that we've been working on, obviously, with the whole saving the world thing, but we weren't fighting a nation's worth of people. We weren't fighting like a large enough group that's in the war territory. The only war we've done is when we've had the entirety of the city on our side, and even then, we weren't very helpful in taking out that Tarask.
Actually, Audrey was pretty helpful with that, but also, Matta, it sounds like you just don't want to go to Estrax at all, but we have to. I mean, either way, we're having to start the war.
The war's ongoing already. We're just joining the fray.
Well,
Just so we're
yeah.
clear on that.
Yeah, thank you, Gondar. That's semantics. But I'm just saying, if you go to that gym mine, I mean, we got to disrupt the access to the gym mine. That will directly affect those people that are there and put them in danger if they don't join the fight. Not from us, but from other miners. So either way, whatever we do is going to put people at risk. We
Yeah,
just
but
have
I
to make a
think
decision.
access to a natural resource that's a luxury resource is not the same as a
People
group
being
trying.
locked up in cages because of who they are.
But you don't. It's not just magic users, though. There's countries of regular peasants that have no way to defend themselves that need help. I mean, I obviously don't want anybody to be in cages, but if I have to choose between magic users and a general public that's defenseless to all the evils going there.
Well, here's the way I see it. If the gym miners want to revolt, they can do it on their own. They don't have to escape nothing. They don't have to do nothing. They just got to organize it themselves. Are we just going to go be volunteer organizers, or are we going to go bust people out of cages because they're stuck there and they can't help themselves?
The darkness. That's what followed Estrax is more complicated than that, really. Those people couldn't help themselves. The things I saw Darkhorn do to those villages is it's hard to talk about. If I have to choose between Chile and the gem mine, I would rather help Maida and the miners.
Well, I understand that.
Vote?
What?
Are we going to vote again, or are we sticking with the initial majority?
Well, it sounds like it's still 2-3.
What if we do one, and eventually we go to the other?
I think we shouldn't plan too far ahead, Otto. With the way things have been going, we don't exactly know what happens next, plan our next steps.
And when we're moving around, right, it seems that from where we're currently located and the two locations that we are attempting to go to are pretty much not on the same track unless you make a circle. We're kind of triangular. So I think it's harder to not plan ahead because what if we go to Chile and then all of a sudden we want to go way north or way northwest, then we're gonna have to make that trip all the way around. Or if we go to Chile and we want to go even more south, but then we can't go to the gym on because that's more north, right? We do need to have a planned route before heading on back.
Well, given our 3-day time scale, I presume Ashana has some form of teleportation to get us close enough. Once in, perhaps there's a teleportation network, liaison assistant.
I will say the impression you got is that each preparation would be very different. Otherwise, you wouldn't really need the days to prepare. Like you wouldn't even know y'all's choice beforehand if the method to get there was flexible.
Well,
Also,
Crave Auto, I don't think you've made your votes clear.
one last thing. In the event that things go wrong, if we go to Purg, I don't see a easy way out based on what we know about it, unless you have something to offer to that regard. But if we go to Chile and things go awry, we could retreat into Lucille away from the forces of Estrax.
Are you talking about retreating into the forest?
Yes.
There's a, it's all caved in. Or it's a mountainside. It's like the Game of Thrones wall.
I would like to decide now. I can go ahead and give y'all the information, or y'all can wait and ask the king, and then he would give you the information. It's just, and then you give you all the information. It's like which one's easier to get back from. If everything gets screwed up, which one's easier to escape? So I can either go ahead and just give it to y'all now. And y'all will say you asked it before, or you can put a pin in it and we'll role play the question to the king, whichever way y'all prefer. But I'll throw that out there real quick because that is a good point.
Information up front, por favor.
Yeah, I mean, if we go to Chile, there's no way to go south without going way west into the desert.
So Purg, as far as ranking them was easiest to get to, or get out of, I should say. Purg would probably be the easiest because you have the forest, basically. As soon as you get into the forest, you're in Elven territory. Assuming the elves are allies, let's throw that up there. But assuming the elves are allies, that would be. But you also have, if you could find a way into the mountain system, you also have the dwarves, who will not side. They may not fight with the Ashana in the war. There's no guarantee of that. They will not fight with Estrax. So you gotta have two opportunities to escape. You even really it'd be a riskier route of escape, but you could even get into the desert. So you could somehow make contact with Eka or forces with Eka, align with Eka. You could potentially escape through the desert even. So I rank Purg as the easiest to escape from.
Okay.
I would then probably go with Aberdeen. Basically, if you can get a boat, or Aberdeen and Yagos, I probably ranked about the same. Basically, if you can get a boat and you can sail basically south of Lucille and around, like it's pretty safe from a Estrax perspective. They really won't have the resources to send an armada after y'all, very past Lucille. They have at least one ward, maybe several. So I would say that is a potential escape route. As far as from an onset standpoint, Chie, you can get deep enough into Lucille. That would be an escape route. That cliff that's you can see on the map. That is you can't see the bottom. You had to basically go through the desert down into the forest. So that isn't really this. Maybe you can find a way down, but it'd be mostly dead end that way. So you either need to go to the sea, get a boat, or go to the desert. The problem with that point of the desert is it goes right into Crate, the city of Crate, and that is firmly from all Ashana's intel aligned with Estrax. So you'd be putting yourselves in danger that way. I'd say Chie is the hardest to escape from. Besides the Neston, and Neston is you basically have the impression when you escape, it is a lot. Basically, Darkar lets you basically get there and get back. The only three-ish ways to escape the Neston would be to get over the wall of Oskia, which Oskia may just kill you on sight. You may not even get a question. May not even be allowed to say here with Ashana, and they may not care. But you could win them over. I'm like, I'll call it a 50-50 shot. But you'd have to get there. You'd have to race vampires to the walls, and maybe you'd be okay. You have to get to El Idria to get to the forest. That's how poppy you came and went was to the forest. Problem with that is there is Drummond right there. That's kind of that's another kind of war point for Ulpicus, which is the capital there. That's another kind of point that when you came through, it seemed more. They weren't super organized. But you did have to slip through like a wall of Estrex's forces, essentially. But you were by yourself. It was a lot easier. You had your power. All of that. Your third option for escaping Ganestin, you could either try to go north, which is all frozen, like there's no North Sea; it's all frozen up there. Or you could go south, but then you'd have to sail by the capital, Aberdeen, Yagos, and then get to Lucille. So I would put Ganestin at the bottom of the escapability. Then Chie, Yagos, Aberdeen are about the same, I guess, because Aberdeen's just more north. I put it lower. So then Yagos would be second, and then Pern would be number one, as far as easiest to escape from, if that is a consideration.
It is.
Another thing I'll just throw out there, I don't know how relevant it might be to the conversation, but I will put out there who the king is considering his allies. It would be all of the other cities in Ashana and their forces, so like the samurai, the demon armada, the demon king. All of them are cities under Ashana. That's the hero faction in Silverkeep. All of them will be considered allies under Ashana. The Royal Nation like Norwich, all that kind of stuff. He'll ask Oskia, I would not consider them an ally. Pretty much a long shot. Dwarves are probably the most likely to join the war, but they don't have they cannot get like an army down the mountain. They'll have to go through basically that in between the forest and the mountains there. There's a path they might be able to get through. That's where the dwarves have to go, or that, or a route to the desert, which is also not great. He'll probably reach out to the Great Isles to see if they can do a ceasefire and a long shot. But there is a possibility of the Great Isles being an ally later in the war.
Yeah.
Eka is an ally. But again, they have like one half the desert. He would be marching through the desert. The king would prefer basically to march through the forest. So the elves are the most crucial part of all of this, where they're either having to negotiate with Oskia to go through the wall. Very difficult. And it will take a while. Basically, y'all be on your own for potentially months. Or the desert, which again, that's very bad from like a army marching standpoint, trying to get from one side to the other, because of obviously lack of water. The king will ask Washan. Washan is the second most likely ally. I would put what they'd probably do with Washan is probably go into Lucille and basically push out any Estrex's forces in Lucille. That would be their routes. Another big ally that the king will push for will be Grisha and the dragons, Drago. Since the Dragon Revolution, since Lodomus' Dragon Revolution 15 years ago, they've obviously they've been under a magical. The dragons themselves have been under a magical peace agreement, essentially. So you're gonna have to break. They'll have to basically. It would take them a while for them to break that magic to even, if they even want to. It'll take some negotiation there to get to that point. And the last nation I'm going to touch on is Triumph, which is the giant nation. For a similar reason, you could ask the king and you'll find this out. Triumph very recently, like within the past week, is in a war with Grit's monster forces.
Well, that's a casual thing to tell me.
Very casual, right? So that's something that you would find out if you ask the king, like, what about the allies? Again, just for speed of conversation, right? That's something you'd find out talking to the king. What's the situation with the allies? So the elves and the dragons, those are the two most crucial ones to get. Bashan and the dwarves and the Mosag, those are the most likely in Eka in the desert. Those are your three who will join. Trade could be another winner down the line that you can get them on your side. If their war can get finished, Trade and Tribe are in the same situation. They're at war. They're in their own wars eventually that are not related to Estrax. So if their wars ended, they could potentially become allies. Neither of these will join Estrax. The biggest risk to Ashana is if the elves become allied with Estrax. Ostia could be another big swing, but again, they're very much isolationists from a political scale. So Lucille is also another will be allies with Ashana. They're just they're not warriors for the most part. Mostly magic users who use their magic for fun things, pranks and stuff.
Pranksters.
A nation of pranksters who could be dangerous.
Nation, if you
Which is a point in, I guess, Chie's favor. If you are able to break that point, you could get allies from Lucille, but they won't be like warrior type allies, right? They'll be very much chaos in the streets type of allies. Which is still it's a different type of use. But I would say that's like the grand breakdown of this what the war efforts will be. But the biggest takeaways are y'all will be on your own in Estrax with only the allies that you were able to make. Another key thing I need to throw out there: Shin will not be able to send letters to you all in Estrax. Estrax is highly rewarded against any communication magic and
That's okay. We're gonna stumble upon emos.
teleportation magic. So once you're in, like, until you're out of Estrax, there's no real teleporting out of Estrax, no extraction that way, unless you're able to take down but that'll be Elkis. That's where those wards are kind of situated. Or you can take down the general responsible, who's probably there. I don't think there's very war tactical stuff right now.
I'm good on info.
Right. I think considering the tactical value of the area and ease of which we might escape, I think Aberdeen is a good place to start.
Well, in that case, I'll change my vote back to Aberdeen.
Aberdeen was a pretty good second all around. That was my second pick. I heard some hard nose. Any hard nose for Aberdeen?
I suppose we could go to Aberdeen.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
majority?
One last piece of information I didn't forget.
Hold on.
Hold. Very important. So right now, basically, you'll find this. You could find this out when you talk to the king. Each his last known location as far as getting his help or making him aware, maybe, of the divine war that's apparently about to break out. He was last spotted in Revit, with the island. Idramol, the Eagle guy. The king said he's in Estrax. Maybe you can find him. He'll help. About as 50-50 as Satella is to the king's knowledge.
All right.
I would even call it 50-50. I'd probably call it 25%. Like to or not kill you. That's a good way to put it.
Oh yeah, Aberdeen.
But yeah, Riddale is where he was last spotted.
All right.
So that item goes. I think that is it.
All right, Poppy.
You want to go around and vote again or statements?
Well, this is a nice turn of events. I'm not much of a public speaker, so. I hope that we are all amenable to Aberdeen and helping the people there and killing an awful cult leader. It'll be a great time.
Yes, I suppose that sounds good. Poppy, this is your more politically friendly option,
Oh,
as they said.
that's said to hopefully convince y'all. I'm not really sure what that means.
I go put on my beach clothes.
Oh, and before we get any crazy ideas about hot springs, I just want to remind everybody I have a fully functioning, same water even as the hot springs in Carlisle,
It's true.
right here in the bay. All right.
It's great. You should go check it out.
I'm sorry for ever hiding it from you guys.
Maybe it'll rejuvenate my open wound.
Speaking of that, Maya, do you think we should go tend to Otto's gaping holes now?
Well, I think that might be what the next step.
All right, we'll send word to the king that we've selected Aberdeen, and I suppose for now we'll just bide our time however we will and prepare.
You're going to send word to the king?
What's up?
You're sending word to the king that we're starting in Aberdeen?
Oh, yeah, I'll go speak to him shortly and let him know. But I'm scared Otto might die.
That's understandable. Where do we need to go to fix him?
Oh, well, with Rule gone, it's kind of stressful. Hi, buddy.
Onto my back.
I think we should make him go to Rule's old establishment.
It's
Oh. Completely gone?
it's rough.
Well, I mean,
No, it's
the terrace kind of stuff.
It's rough.
Did you check for tools?
Pull out the hand that was Rules.
Oh,
I use this to slap the shark tooth child.
oh, that's right.
Not it's 4 hours ago.
Right.
That's a lot. That's a significant portion of her life, mind you.
That's true. It's been like 3 months for you at this point.
Rules remain since.
Is it like a robot?
It's a mechanical.
Okay.
That is a little steely.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe we could put it on auto.
It's a
Oh,
little
look, can I investigate
tiny.
special anymore?
Oh, is it tiny?
It was like a kobold.
Yeah, it's a
It's a dragonborn.
No, it was a
No, it
kobold.
was.
Oh,
We put some respect on
it's a third form.
Any just put it in the hole of your chest so you have that hand just at your chest. Let's see.
You know how Anna likes to handshake people.
How to react.
You guys, the shaking his hand.
Yeah.
I've been into the castle a few times. Do they have any sort of accessible armory or anything like that where I think we could get supplies to better repair him?
Also, the castles according to short enough to ask as well.
Oh, I see.
We're in a dire state here, Bobby.
Everyone's safe, but not the building, right?
The people were safe. The building could punch.
Right.
What's in town?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, you just set this place up when we were
Not gonna keep to that free attack.
We have Do It Yourself, we have Satella, and we have Hades CEO.
We don't really got Satella.
All right, so we don't have Satella, so 2 options.
There's Armson.
There is Armington.
Okay, you're right. That was under Do It Yourself, but I forgot he can help. Yep.
Why don't we call him?
I don't. Do you want to go
We-
together Warforged? I don't want to assume y'all are all the same, but
We have enough like scraps. Did we pick up enough scraps where I could reasonably put them back together?
There's enough. There's enough around the castle that you could probably repair the metal. Yes. You would pick up a lot of metal.
I kind of, yeah.
So I think you
Most
have
of it's in my room.
you have the material to do it. It's more of the can you pass the chest
Can you
to
get in contact with Armington?
you have a letter. It's into
Okay.
No, they can't.
Yeah, where would we be able to
They
send
can't
it?
pass the check.
Oh, the checks.
I'm gonna start drafting up the letter.
Mhm.
Need help.
Time to come to the key.
Come to key.
No, you have to say the strawberry key. Here, let me help. And I draw a strawberry. Oh my god! In front of the word key.
Well, I think we need to start making
Strawberry key way.
you a nice area in which we can perform a workshop, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
You mean it'll turn if you just start balling up and throw it, it'll just turn into a paper on the way.
Oh, okay, cool. I throw it like frisbee and stuff.
It still flies.
Nice.
Well, the keep is still pretty clean, right? There's nothing.
I just tweaked.
It's true. I mean, just
So I guess wherever our general mess hall is, I'm just clear off the table
yes.
and bring in the bits of metal.
Yeah, most of them are. Yes. Actually, that would be on me.
Right.
We were about to get to work.
So you got Fred space. That's you've seen rule. You've been rule shop enough. You have your super memory. You definitely set it up pretty easily. Might have.
Oh, I got my arcade propulsion on. That's probably him.
Hurry.
Trademark upside down.
Yeah. Is keep on turning. Hello, friend of Octo,
Are you here for this?
the first of the Warforged,
Oh,
hero of metal people.
do you talk like?
Be nice.
Okay, hi, please come in.
Will do, friend of Octo.
How languages of you?
All right. I think we should probably perform this in your room with the supplies.
We prepared the area in the mess hall. Big open space, big
We'll
table.
just take the supplies from my room. It's fine.
Great. Fabulous. Well, you'll get settled.
Friend Octo, I can see your heart.
Yeah, me too, man. What's up? I need. Do you know how to fix this to help them?
That should be no problem.
Well, thank God. I mean, I'll pay you for this.
No payments necessary. Your design is why I exist.
What? Wait, you're based off my design?
All the Warforged were derived from you, the first.
What?
Did you just beat Mida for most kids?
I mean,
What a take.
I think this is more of like a pet situation, maybe.
Oh, eat there, daddy. That's what.
Okay. That's how we want to.
Pop your back. I was going to say.
All right. Let's cut you open, buddy. Or I mean, close you.
It would be much better to close him than open him further.
It was just a phrase I heard once in a bar, but I think that was somebody getting lunch. Never. What did you say?
What did he say?
So all you two in Arlington will need a Arcana check or Cycling check. You'll need to pass. You'll each roll 3 times. You'll need to make. The roll need to be high enough on all 3, basically.
Yeah, you got it. I've got.
Otherwise, there are implications.
Okay.
Are you
That's the
ready?
beauty of D&D, baby. My life is in your 6 hands.
All right.
Does anybody have any buffs? I can buff myself slightly.
I flex a step.
Give you a high five.
I got a 23 slide of hand.
Amazing.
That was a guidance high five.
What did guidance give me?
+4.
D4.
Yeah, D4.
Do I have to Can I roll 3 times and then choose, or do I have to choose if I want to?
Easy.
Let's say you high fives each time. You're just add D4 each.
I guess it's a can.
Alright, let's do the
Well, the
first
last one I give you a snap.
Okay, so first one's a 21.
Up high, down low.
So you got 13.
Arm to 10.
Go
Um,
together.
so basically, like the right spots. Like Arminson, like he for like leans forward to say something, but since he's doing it much better than he could, so he just kind of leans back. But you are like starting to basically like the inner, like the parts closest to the heart. That's where you're starting to like actually basically put them in the right spots again. All the loose parts essentially. Replace what needs to be taken out. That's where you're starting. Go ahead and make another check.
Or do
I need to roll the D4. 19.
5 from Martin. He pulls out a lyre and begins to sing, and the metal begins to kind of the parts that are still invisible but are bent in the wrong way. They begin to just snap
It's which can boogie into place.
in the right place. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're like sleep, like it's starting to get patched up all the way.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah.
20?
Oh. $25.
Oh, 15%. But
Hey,
that's okay. You do fully. This fully met. There's no blemish. You look basically exactly the same. Minimal parts, and you don't know how much you had, but whatever you want to take away is minimum. But most of the only part of places like in the inside.
If I check?
Really.
At 20. There we go.
Good job.
Yeah, we've done this a few times. The first time, I think we damaged something irreparably, but we've gotten a lot better.
Very good.
Yeah.
Would you like to install the arm now? I did not realize you had such capable helpers with you.
But that cobalt arm, I don't think it's big.
No, it's this one, and I pull out the arcane propulsion arm.
Oh,
It is a magical arm that will send people very far away from Artorian.
well, that seems very helpful. Maya, I think we're on a hot streak. Do you think we can pull it off?
There is a risk that he will only have one arm if we fail, but I think we can do it.
Well, we tried backup arm.
Yes, we. Yeah.
That could be a backup, yes. All right. What we saw, there'll be 3. You have the 2 slot left, right?
What if
Let's
we do it on the arm where the ring is? Because I put it on my left hand.
Good question.
And instead, we try and take that arm off and put this arm on.
Good question.
Because I'm hating this ring at this point.
What's the review?
Stuff.
Stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, you see, yeah, I put the mind flayer ring on. So out of character, I'll just let you know it's giving me resistance to psychic damage. But my echo lost its resistance to psychic damage, which is fine. But now, whenever I peer inside myself, my echo is screaming at me internally, and it's blocking me from calling Mommy Sato. So that is out of character knowledge,
yeah.
which is why Otto is seriously considering, hoping this would work.
You want to try it on that one?
You play. We detach and retach.
Is he talking about this out loud in the arm?
Can I like? Is there a check I can make to try and like? All right, guys, I need help.
Yeah, we're about to put.
Yeah.
No,
We'll have to put the arm on.
it's the mind flayer ring, and I just gonna like wiggle the finger it's on. I can't get it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get it off.
Is it that?
How does one go about in D&D disenchanting rings?
They do our gotcha.
It's really nice because it's making me smarter.
21.
You have to listen. You have to just to tune it first.
That's 15 minutes.
But you might just
We can do that.
so, but it would be able. You could just enchant it as like, of course, like now we can get rid of the magic. But we need to detach from your shoulders.
So
Well, I know a thing or two. I can't say it's going to be 100% success, but there is the route of just disenchanting the ring to make it look cosmetic if you can't take it off physically.
I mean, I don't think we should remove parts from you if we can help it. We're not exactly rules.
all I gotta do is wait 15 minutes.
I didn't say that.
I haven't told you what it is yet.
Oh, you haven't told. Okay.
We can just magician.
What's a magician?
Sorcerer, I don't know what they go by.
I'm
Okay.
I'm the sorcerer.
Can you do it?
Well, like I said, it's possible. I won't guarantee it's a success, but that's not my decision to make. It's not my ring. It's not my hand.
What? Do I have another thing? What? I don't know what.
Sure.
Who's the strongest wizard, sorcerer, warlock, magician on the council?
On the council, was.
This is true.
I see.
Sure was.
Second is Rachel.
Have we ever interacted with them?
Break into the medallion.
So I wouldn't know.
Probably. I mean, there's also Shale.
All right, I'm gonna send this to the king.
Okay.
Oh, I have to talk to him later anyway. It's just I'm afraid it's a bit.
All right. Well,
So like now.
Oh, well, I thought we were gonna do the armband.
Well, let's hold off on the arms until I can get off the ring.
well. So, not to be the bearer of bad news, but we do have a little bit of a time crunch with the quest adventure that we are about to embark on, and I can't imagine your arm is high on the king's priority when his nation just got, or his capital got flattened.
Oh, you know.
I feel like it's going to be like a 3 to 4 business weeks type deal.
I lean forward and put my face very, very close to Otto's hand, and I whisper to the ring, "What is I'm for you, and you could hang out with my soul instead."
You want to say that voucher?
What?
10.
Make it unarmed attack on Pumpkin.
Oh no! Can I take that?
Can
Oh, there's a match. Oh, it's a match.
Excuse me.
So no, he's like uppercut on me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just your
It's
strength.
just 6 damage.
6 damage.
That wasn't me. I swear. I swear.
Replay the scene in full detail for me, real quick.
Poppy leans forward and just whispers, "Well, we like Timothy instead." And basically, you see Otto's arm twist into uppercut and punch Poppy in the chin.
Well, that's fair. I wasn't confident I had a soul anyway.
But I want to say let's come back to that, but we'll do that in like a little bit when everyone's asleep.
do I still have? Was the flubber attached to my stomach, or was it attached to the beanbag?
Feedback.
Okay, so I still have the flubber.
It's just on the floor.
So I hold up a pair of pliers. Arm tech?
I mean, you can do it on the other arm,
He said,
or
Like taking jumper cables and typically strike it right and make it spark.
I mean, I'm right-handed, and I don't want to lose my right hand if this goes south. The ring's on my left hand. I'm gonna look at the ring. Will you move to my right hand, at least for now?
Make it an arcana check.
Straight punching me. 14.
No response to that.
I hate you so much.
Oh,
You just like feel your like thumbs almost like flicker for a second, like trying to go for a thumbs up and just. You're
Can
like,
I, Can I cast enlarge on the ring?
just large have to be on a person.
I'm sorry.
A creature or an object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Choose either a creature or object that is neither worn nor carried. Okay.
That makes others stand big.
That would be hilarious.
I could cast. No, it'll just move.
Only like the outer circumference doubles. It's still just as heavy. Really fat.
This is heavier.
8 times as heavy.
Again.
You get a singular brass knuckle.
It would also be
It breaks your finger when you punch it.
8 times as heavy too. Pretty brutal.
Thoughts.
What happened?
All right,
He's doing mental math.
all right. You know what? We're here. Let's get this arcane propulsion arm on.
Which I
He's trying.
We'll do the left one.
so the family.
The ring arm.
Okay. So you three, you two, and Armstrong make the same check
3 or 1.
Hmm?
3 times or once.
3 times. Hello. Make your Arcana check 3 times.
All right, listen, bud. Let's tell you right now. Before I do this, you'll just go onto the arcane propulsion and we'll still be together. I ain't losing you yet. So
Had the cast.
I got 19 on Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Is Armington helping?
Yeah. 13.
16.
You go like the three, like the three of them start moving towards your arm to like start like trying to dismantle it. Your echo summons and attacks all 3 of them. So make 3 attacks on each of them.
Oh my god.
Is that a spell?
The echo, no.
Amazing.
Yeah, okay. We all have health, right?
So we have Armisen, Poppy, Demida.
Armington, Poppy, then Mida.
We have not rested yet.
Oh, the VF health thing. You're pretty strong.
It's smart.
No, the echo's on.
Um,
You said Armington, Poppy, then Mida. I can't do that in
Yes.
reverse.
That's 15. Does it
Is it-
Poppy for third level?
Someone needs to help. I scream this. Someone needs to help Mida right now.
So a tie. Does a tie go to the roller?
The roller, yeah.
Yeah, you can roll a 1 and you'll hit me. You can nat fail and you'll hit me.
All right. Well, Armington's a 16.
You attack Armisen. You hit Armisen.
Poppy's a 19.
disadvantage?
Yes.
You get a plus 11.
As Mida has said, I can still hit him no matter what, and that was a 28.
Like, ooh, I have 12. I have 12 AC. So you roll a 1 and it's me.
Roll that damage reach now.
With the city, so he's getting smacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not that. So like it's the same as
They're all getting smacked. Yeah.
How bad are we talking here?
That's
Like
TBD.
minimal.
Okay. Wait, let me check this. Do I have to reroll? You can reroll. All right. You can reroll these 1 or 2. Armington's taking 19.
So you will reroll.
No.
Echo wants to reroll.
Oh fuck. Armington's taking 23.
Okay.
Almost max.
Yeah.
okay. Oh. So trade is almost max. We're good. We're good.
Poppy's taking 20. Line up, please.
We're okay. If you said that 23 is almost max, we should be okay.
You're taking 22.
It's okay. I'm not looking good.
I was on life support.
Oh, wrong way. We're not looking good, but I am breathing.
Get confident here.
So yeah, are we privy to all of this?
It depends on if you would have stayed for this operation or not.
It's just in the mess
The
hall.
legal's there.
Be crazy. Peace down.
You're gonna be high fives.
We haven't
Oh, I
done
should probably never
anything
move my
guided
character.
in honesty.
Weevil, I don't know what you want or what you do, but I need you to heal these people right now.
Ooh.
Why is this happening?
They're trying to fix all the.
Healing.
By the way, Armington is unconscious.
You took that damage was enough to just.
It's under me.
Not fine.
And I force feed him a magic apple.
No.
What's in here?
Oh,
Either.
do you want to keep the roll?
Which puff first?
If so, it was a 19.
There's, I don't even think he got any elemental thing. It's, you have elemental weaknesses?
Why?
I'll just make it fire.
The echo doesn't.
We'll do fire. That's simple.
Are we in initiative right now? Or?
No.
We'll see how next scene plays out.
The echo is immune to fire, cold, necrotic, poison, resistant to acid, lightning, thunder, non-magical, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Wait, so
And
he's,
all conditions.
is he weak to electric?
He's resistant.
What elements is he not resistant to?
Sorry.
Psychic. He's vulnerable to radiant. Can we do radiant?
Can I
I can.
hold person on him? Get him down?
He has immune conditions.
Nope. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I'll make it
Yeah.
electric.
I
Yes.
was not in earnest in this room, but I did not leave the vicinity either. Is there a check or something to see the commotion?
Sure, make some check.
I'm just gonna just scream.
I would be grunting very, very hard and not doing well. Grunts of pain.
Yeah, 23.
Tip for you here.
Wait, you're saying my 18 Arcana didn't stop that?
Sure, good.
Crave, I might have given Otto a cursed ring. Is the short of it.
Auto boss man?
Yeah, what's up?
Permission to put down your echo?
You can try.
The greatest elven warrior, the echo says.
I mean,
You will not be able to finish me for very long.
Hold up.
I just
Why are you
used it.
talking now?
I am a Taurian. The real Taurian.
Face.
You say he's vulnerable to psychic, or
He is
Normal to psychic.
normal to psychic. Because of the rain, he now is normal to psychic. But I'm resistant to psychic.
And he's got resistance to this.
Out
of the elements.
Yeah, I will pull up the element guide. I'm saying this out loud because I can help this.
Oh wait, I can have I can ignore
assuming
that.
that I would
anyways.
have this for not
Yeah.
be that long.
Well, the echo gained all this after
He
training
said-
with Valar.
he said out loud, "I am the real Authorian," right?
All right. If you're the real Arthurian,
What can you do?
Great to clear punch first.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, dude. Rage punch. Let's go.
what'd you get?
I rolled funky. Does a 23 hit it?
It does.
Echo disappears.
Okay.
Wait, hold
I'm the
on.
real Torian.
Reappear behind.
So anyways,
Let's
try to put the arm back on again.
Reappears.
Over.
it reappears.
Reappears on the other side. Close to where the arm drops. The arcane function.
I don't know why you're doing this. You wouldn't exist without, the Otto that's sitting right there.
I am the real Taurian. He would not exist without me.
Well, if one of you guys, the other does, so I
Well-
don't really see the point of this argument.
I wouldn't exist without Satella, let's be honest here.
Technically, your form wouldn't exist without Shinobu.
Yeah, Shinobu. That's the name I was trying to.
Yeah, well, you have one over there standing in Technicolor, so.
What if you just took over from his body? I mean, say that out loud.
What if it just takes Armiton's body?
Probably look for it right there, bro.
I assume the echo is humanoid rather because he's a warlord, but like midget.
Yes, you know, yeah.
Okay. I would like to cast roaming pain.
Okay. Let's say the what?
Constitution, but I would like to heighten that. So it would be disadvantage.
Okay, do you understand the concept?
I or the echo?
Say it again.
Perfect. It got an 11.
Okay, so that fails. So I'll now roll a d6. If I get a 1, we'll be okay. If not, we'll be less okay. Okay, it was a 2.
Wait, what is this?
It unable to speak clearly or cast spells with verbal components.
Nice.
It's got like a throat pain.
Okay, so it got throat chop.
Kind of, yeah. It's a pain. A pain is like residing inside and it traveled to the throat.
Okay. Neat.
I was heading for the head. I would have been incapacitated, but alas.
You.
Yeah. Go on.
My body.
You need some water, real Artorian.
Won't taste anyone in you.
Oh, taste, huh? Pull out the berries.
My body. Torian's body. At least knows what real food is.
Wow, what a flex.
That's really cool. You got some better? And I squish a berry.
I-
Attacks the arm. Big attack roll.
23.
It's roll damage.
Oh yeah.
It's a soul foot thing. Wait.
Oh yeah.
It's your
20
first time.
damage to the arm.
Arm destroyed.
Well, Otto,
Look
not
at
to be mean, but you're kind of an asshole.
I'm a pretty good person, okay? I don't know what this dude's deal is.
slowly starts to look at Will's arm.
You know what? You're gonna just destroy that arm too. No, don't, wait, no.
I to try and grapple the Warforged.
Needs to be in conditions, so everyone's kind of
Out.
it's just they're just okay.
Echoes are kind of okay.
What if you had a sword for it?
Good shit.
Almost like it was written by a person who doesn't know what game balance is.
4 legs.
A sword for you on.
Think of how fast you can
Real
reel.
3 legs.
I don't think
It also was written for players.
Alas, here we are.
Yeah, but he also played us in reflection. I could see stuff law first, but anyways.
Alright, what do you want? Let's get that on the
I
table.
want to be the real die.
What? With that.
So then who am I?
A thief.
I don't think so.
You stole my life, my wife.
No. Right? Wait, what? No.
While they're arguing, I would like to try to bite off Otto's finger.
Make an attack roll.
Go on, you.
Huh?
Go on,
You smeagol that motherfucker.
Never mind.
I'll go with mine.
Can I begin to back away from the echo?
Yeah, sure.
I got slapped and I'm
It's only 14. I want to.
You feel Poppy trying to like bite your hand, your finger off. You don't even know if it's you or the echo at this point. But your hand moves out of the way.
Just be still for a second. I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay. I mean,
Echo makes the attack on Poppy.
can we
14.
we begin to unattune.
What?
We kind of unattune. Can we go back and try to disenchant the ring?
I
once?
Make our concept.
Start doing that while talking to him. 8.
Otto, you feel your body new to attack Poppy at this point.
Again?
But you can go. You can basically roll.
Like that whole person on auto now?
You can't after this as you see him attack.
I have to roll an attack.
Your body is attacked.
18?
18 hit.
Hit me.
Yeah.
She wins ties. Right?
Yes.
Then yes.
And I roll damage.
Go for it. Knock me out. Come on.
Oh, was that right? Yeah. 5?
Fill up.
Not enough to bite off the finger.
Jeez.
I got both quite a lot more.
It hurt.
Nah, he'll go
You
down.
don't feel like you don't feel like you have pierced.
Do I have to reroll 1s and 2s? Or just yeah?
Yes, you do in this case.
20.
20 damage, Poppy.
20 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm alive.
Craig is in here, right?
Yeah, sure. So,
Hey, Craig, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what?
Hold me down now.
I'll do
Okay.
it. I'll do it.
I'll go for it if I may.
I am not resisting.
make an arcana check instead.
No.
Make it athletic check.
All right.
7.
Oh.
29 athletics.
You successfully pull him down, but then how do you make a attack roll against him?
While I'm being pulled down,
Gerard. That's how grapple works, unfortunately.
that is.
How much HP do you have?
You're all at 20.
I did.
Brother,
On Creed?
Yes.
roll max damage. I'm gonna cut it
What?
in half.
Can Gleeble yoink him out?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna
You
move
can't
stick.
yank right out. You won't grapple anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, I can handle this.
On the
Famous last
turn.
Hello.
It's only 35. So you have so 18.
What's going on in this?
That got you. But it sure is taking a lot longer than I thought.
They should hurry up.
You just hear things banging around inside. Wolfage. I think they are on the screen.
Would I still get the bonus? Would I get anything? Or nothing? Because he's not.
He is. Pick up the constructs.
That's excellent.
Type humanoid.
Then you're good.
Oh, so I do get it?
Yeah, technically I'm not a construct, I'm a humanoid.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So there's Psyforge. Alright, so this is not working. I attempt to phone Mommy Satella,
Make it. What's your check?
seeing as how this man that claims to be me is now officially out of my body. 17.
Can I do I see him do this?
What?
Does he pray? Does he do anything to pray?
You see Otto's eyes closed, but
Is that being held down now?
No.
you're a grapple.
Oh, I am grappled.
But
Okay.
you can make attacks still.
I'll
Your
push
body
the
can still
front.
make attacks.
And
It'll be a disadvantage. So make that athletics check. But
I need to do athletics too.
yours are kind of sorry because you're not resisting.
10. Thank God it's not athletics.
He will make another attack attempt, but whatever your athletics is, great.
Oh, what am I doing here? Sorry.
You're pushing him prone. Just an athletics push.
Yes, sir. That was terrible rolls. 19 total.
He will get the attack off first if you will push him prone. So go ahead and make another attack roll, great.
23.
Yeah, sure that hits.
Roll damage.
Is it close?
22 damage.
Kind of.
Oh, because I can do a D4 as a penalty.
I wouldn't recommend it without giving you the exact number.
Okay.
So what was that damage, King?
23, so half that
12.
Okay. Assuming we have had no rests, I am bloodied, but whatever.
And I
No,
stab.
I'm not
and
gonna
then-
take this. I'm not gonna take this standing all day.
That's fine.
Can I stab a crystal arrow into his finger? I think that'd do enough damage.
Knock me out.
Good. I'm just gonna cut off your finger.
Which crystal?
What is auto? Auto is resistant to element too.
Oh.
Then I'll try my luck with the acid star crystal.
Make it an attack fill up.
Are we thinking
So the
attacking
damage
his
is-
hand
I also
finger is
get
more
to
effective than
five
fighting
that
the echo?
piercing damage. So I get
It's just gonna keep that.
so advantage
yeah,
and plus 5.
The echo doesn't really have like a cooldown, but we do damage to it. You can kind of just spawn again.
How many times a day can you cast?
One.
Well,
Bonus there.
21 hits, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
She stabs an acid arrow in your finger. Roll damage on auto.
18?
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Auto is unconscious. Ring not broken.
I didn't go for the ring. I was trying to chop off
Right.
his.
Fingers not helped out either, but it is at this point it is now.
Thought I could just mutilate you a little bit.
I would have done the same.
But yeah, one thing you may have missed there, Craig, was that Echo Auto has just been like standing back as you've been all attacking Auto now. Seemingly letting this happen.
can I quick rip the arm off?
Just need to pull the finger up, and then it'll be fine.
Sure.
We're still streaming, you said? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do it like physically, like I wouldn't like. Hold it,
Like, while I imagine the mangled mess of his finger. Can you just rip it off real quick when he's under?
Me?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm not exactly strong enough. I tried to bite it off, and then snapping it off hasn't really worked either. This is starting to sound really terrible when I say it out loud, but I think the faster we get it off, the faster that guy disappears.
With the surgical precision of a spoon, I will take a stab at it.
Make an athletic check with advantage. Or a claw attack with advantage, either or.
Nat 20?
Break it off easy, yeah. Or throw.
The ring.
The
Yes.
finger is now broken off. Echo Auto gives a little wink. Disappears.
Yeah, I'm gonna Arcana check the area.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to not touch that finger or ring. I'm just looking at it on the ground like, yep, I did that shit.
And
Magic may be afoot.
okay.
Or
Right.
finger.
This finger.
Great on that for me. I'll say you hearing a close examination to the ring. Does seem to have cracked under all of this.
I think we're cracking under pressure, not the ring.
I ask Puff to do electric shenanigans on the ring.
Easy enough. He shatters it. Little body breath. Ring shattered.
Does it still count as being worn? But it's on a detached finger.
No, but it is the ring is it's destroyed.
Okay, so it's destroyed.
It is destroyed.
Okay.
In the pieces.
All right, I check auto now.
Good, right?
Unconscious still.
Medicine check.
Up
So
to
maybe
2
success
successes.
stable.
I begin to look for a reboot button.
On
Great
the successes.
He is stable and not ruling out.
Is there enough parts around where we can put together the finger? And also, can we save Armerton?
I'm looking for a counter.
I mean, he should still be unconscious, right? Like, okay.
Do I just delete?
I'll say you can reshape a finger without any checks, given other reference involved already.
Do I just delete the mind flayer right now?
Why don't you
Make
do
no other
that?
changes. Justice.
Auto, I think we should maybe talk to the king about this.
Poppy, I don't think his circuits are reading anything that you're saying.
Does anybody have like a health potion? Maybe like 5 or 6 of those things?
I think if we all sleep off this ordeal.
And I lean down and sort of whisper in Autumn's earful. I'm sorry I tried to buy them to me here, but I promise with Jessica's.
It's my
It's okay, I would have done the same.
Oh my god, you're buddy.
Is he actually awake?
No.
Okay. Great and Gleeble is our strongest awake folk. Can we pull him to his room? We're all there, buddy. I'm not doing too well either.
All right.
Rachel will kill me today, but
Yeah, I don't think I can lift his hand up, let alone the body.
I'll handle this. So it's okay.
Well, that went less than ideal.
How much does Otto weigh?
How much does a normal war
not have to worry about.
I mean, yeah, you don't.
I go and examine the broken power arm. The power arm look repairable in any way. Well, I guess this is correct for a next repair.
Dang.
Whack.
Rolled a terrible 17 athletics. I hope I can pick up Otto. Dang.
I'm sorry, this happened to us.
I'm attending my room. Yeah. Okay, cool. My organ propulsion arm.
They did surgery on an Otto.
Can't say we didn't try, buddy.
Related. What's everybody else up to?
Yeah, so are we dragging Otto to a room or what?
Yeah.
Oh no, now they're going to see my failed creations. I'm embarrassed.
What are you buying?
What are you saying? I've made little automations of frogs and rabbits in the room. Or at least a frog.
Better than Poppy's weird taxidermy bone carvings.
Yeah. I
You don't just.
Yeah, I'm gonna flutter off to my bed because I am not doing well. It is sleepy time.
how can I load that to get you?
I've been HP.
Thing. Fighting you healed me a little bit. It was kind of.
The oil tasted good.
Listen, I am not a fisticuff fighter. You could easily two swing me to death. Like,
Yeah,
Or just one good crit.
I was in that.
Poppy's decided you're not very.
no, he can't remember into Otto's room.
Sleepy time. Cuddling with a robot.
I'm gonna take a slightly too long route just to make sure Godric can really see what's happening.
Where that's the advice time.
So finish your
So we imagine
whiskey
they would've
and
been
all.
gone.
Just carrying Otto. Hey, Godric.
The hole's closed up. You guys see that? You all see?
It was closed up.
Do you have how many arms do you have?
I got you.
Okay.
But I'm
How many fingers does he have?
9 fingers.
No, we fixed his finger though.
So here's fix.
We just
But
took
it's
out
on
another-
upside down.
Just took out another pen.
Nothing to see here.
Mhm.
A completely normal day.
All right, so we need a long rest now.
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead on this. Others, any other activities you're doing before night?
I declare my intention to see Gondar at regular visiting hours.
I declare that I will join.
More, yes.
Actually,
Morning, I guess.
well, I do the teleportation before sleeping, but then
So I'm gonna dip in that MF and hot spring. Holy crap, what a busy day.
Same.
Instead of sleeping, I decided to deliver the rest of the barrels of alcohol that I've got stored in the castle to survivors.
Okay.
So they have snubs, but anyways.
Okay. That is a good thing to do. Nice thing to do.
Feel badly.
Would she still get to a long rest if she does that?
Yes. No.
I imagine it's a short errand. It's mainly just for low, small, behind the scenes arguing. Except I'm not going to play all that out.
Are you sure going to tell the king y'all's decision before?
Yeah, I figured like that can be done in the morning.
Okay. Got any other activities people want to declare they're taking this night before bedtime? All right. Before we go to break, so we'll go ahead and still do it to a break. Roger,
No. Please no, please.
in your dream, you are chained to a wall in a housemate.
Like
No.
I was going to say, hold on. This might not be a nightmare.
Hello and welcome back to Ashana Horizon. What we're doing just before the break,
I was singing Scooby Doo.
singing Scooby-Doo.
Oh wait, no,
That was during the break.
That was during the break.
yeah.
For the break, they decided when they wanted to start in Estrats, and then they decided to fix Otto, and in fixing Otto, of course, they broke Otto.
Rip.
Echo Otto tried to break Otto further. They let his friends break Otto further. Anyways, the ring's destroyed.
We got somewhere.
The ring's destroyed. Anyways, everyone's asleep now. I was just in a nightmare. Talking to another angel. This one, Abrielle. God, like I said, you're chained up to a wall in this stream. No longer in a library. I'm just kind of hanging there as Abrielle suddenly enters your frame. Put it that way. It just says, "You're really stupid, aren't you?"
I can't be stupid because I think I'm on top of the world right now.
Are you?
He's trying to her up. Quiet. Let him cook.
She sounds fiercely out of me. Hurts a lot in dream. You're just really lucky that we're a little busy right now.
Oh yeah. What's that?
Well, your friends that tell us really getting on Zarathos' nerves. So we've been a bit busy destroying her realm. Which is a little bit why she just like presses the spear like deeper in your abdomen. Like it's starting to go through the wall.
Yeah.
Which is why you only have a month now. Zarathos, like I said, is losing, or like my sister said, is losing patience. As you can tell, I'm the friendly one.
I don't know what you want from me. I offered a good plan, and I was rejected.
The only good plan is Zarathos' plan. That's the only plan that's going to happen. And there's only two options for that plan, and let me make them very clear for you. You either kill the red-feathered bitch, or I kill the red-feathered bitch.
Oh, I like it.
I like it. Sorry.
Mine just is floating down the way. I like
The custom item is like on the other side of the wall.
Take me take me instead.
Well, you know what I keep wondering? if you wanted Ruby dead so bad, why are you waiting? And don't give me some bollocks about you want me to do it. We all know you don't trust me as far as you could stick that spear through me.
The other primordial gods don't agree with Seraphis' plan. And while a few of them can't truly reemerge, one has been quite a pest in saying what she would send to prevent Ruby's death. But don't worry, Zarathos is dealing with that now.
Oh, that's Attila, is it?
Quite.
Yeah, she's difficult. We had no trouble with her, but I understand Zarathos might have trouble getting it up.
She pulls the spear out. You just see your blood and guts starting to pour out. Seemingly endlessly because it's a drink.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Don't worry. I will have no problem with Satella.
I don't doubt it. You seem very capable. But that makes me wonder, how did Zarathos get you under his control in the first place?
I serve Zarathos willingly. He's promised me vengeance on all mortals, all those who do the evil things in the world.
Only if he wins the war.
And he will, because he has me on his side.
Yes. I'm sure you're the biggest, baddest one out there. There's no other gods who've escaped the realm and are currently planning to attack.
Oh, do you mean Rodolphos? Or do you mean Emos, Shinobu, Dendar? All of them are far too weak or busy to deal with us. The only realm with an army is Zarathos up in the Divine Realm, and Satella, and the monsters that she can create. But she will spread herself too thin, and that's when her head will fall.
And what happens once you've gotten your vengeance?
Zarathos will come for Ruby. In our were friends.
Yes, but in game, you just gonna destroy humanity and live happily ever after? Sounds like you've been sold a lie, sister.
Zarathos has plans for Ruby's soul. And the barrier that's currently exists between this world that we've been bound to and the rest of Monketha. Monketha, which it says.
Monketha, what's that?
Monketha is the rest of the world. That your friends are all imprisoned on because of the Raven Queen.
Right.
You can't even remember your past life because of it.
It's true. But why would I go to her for help instead of face Zarathos' wrath?
Zarathos. The Raven Queen was strong enough to stop Zarathos from killing her most prized possession. Why had she done it already?
Perhaps he's got you fooled. You think you've got the ace, when really you're surrounded. If Zarathos could keep me from him, if the Raven Queen could keep me from Zarathos, what makes you think the Raven Queen can't get you?
With that, she angrily thrusts her spear through your skull, and you wake with a fright.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
But you were all awake again for the next day. Rested up, even. Otto, you turn over in your bed.
First time I've used that in a while.
Ever. And just see Armiton on the floor.
Oh, he's on the floor?
There wasn't enough space for him in the bed too.
Buddy,
Hello, Otto.
how you doing?
I've been better.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Your elven self is not very friendly.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole, isn't he?
You have become a much better person.
Oh, thanks, man. Means a lot.
Is that wisdom?
I'm not very wise, but yes.
So it is intelligence then.
I'm not very smart. I think it's because I've been alive for so long.
True, you are very experienced.
Yeah, experience. That's the word. There we go. Yeah.
I would not like to experience that again.
Yeah, me neither. Hold up. Can I check my hand?
No. Very clearly, like there's a marking where the new finger has been reattached, like very clear. But the ring itself is gone.
I test out the finger, see if it just works.
It works.
All right, neat. All right. All right. I know a lot happened last night. I apologize.
A lot's happened yesterday. The trust was the morning.
I let that sink in for a second. Wow. Yeah.
I'm gonna start rushing towards Otto's room as soon as I wake up.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Do you have any more wares you can sell me?
Oh no, they were destroyed.
Wow.
But I got my leader, as he just holds up an string, it's clearly broken.
You may want to get that weird checked.
Yes, I will need to head home after,
I thought you were just playing his weird.
but I haven't really done it. It's acting.
Oh, right.
Do you like need one of us to fix it or?
I can fix it when I get home. It is insured by Hades Inc.
Mhm.
Premiere in Warforged creation.
Right.
But God, your Thompson now.
I get out of bed, I open the door.
Otto.
Yeah, what's up?
Satella's realm is under attack. I'm pretty sure it's a trap.
How do you know this?
I had a really kinky dream where and one of Zarathos' minions tortures me every night while I sleep.
Every night.
Born from the floor.
And you're
What?
this is
Is kinky.
I'll tell you one day.
Wait,
I will await that day.
I kind of just like look down, like, did you not have that word back in your day?
Is back in life.
Focus.
All right, sure. Focus. How?
Zarathos, the
Yeah.
god that I served in my past life before
Yes.
I was connected. I still don't know how that works. Yeah, he's one of his minions came to Globes that, and now that I'm saying it, it's probably a trap. They probably mean to trap us there. But they're attacking Satella's realm.
Did they say why?
I don't know if we've talked about the whole war of the gods that's going on. I'm sure you kind of know something about it since you were there at the beginning. But anyways, they're just trying to take potential allies of the Raven Queens or anyone against them off the board.
Okay.
War of the Gods?
Yes.
That sounds like trouble.
You're not wrong, Dan. You're not wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
What are we going to do about it? I don't know. I just figured, I'm not going to hide things from anyone anymore. So, now you know. Sorry, no.
All right. So this is probably why she hasn't gotten back in touch with me. That's nice. I'm glad she's not ignoring me on purpose.
Yeah, I was like, hey, want to hang out? And she's like,
Just like communication problems, not only many marriage problems.
You don't know that, but you.
Mhm. I still have my listening devices that you just gestures to where your ears would be if you had ears.
You know what? Once everything's settled, you and I.
By everything, do you mean the war of the gods, the war with Estrax, he starts listening, the problem with your echo,
Well, I'll let you know, and we'll have a nice long chat.
I'm sure it will be an amazing, epic story. I do wish I could write.
Oh no, okay. I'll teach you that too. All right, so gotcha. And I turn back.
Gotcha. I think you went downstairs.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well,
God,
see ya.
All right, well, let's get you off the floor then. Let's go down.
Okay. Understood. I'll follow you downstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll say everyone is heading downstairs unless you had other plans
No.
besides heading downstairs and meeting up with everybody.
Downstairs time.
We'll go down.
Gonna talk to people because my waifu is not actually ignoring me on purpose.
Yeah.
What's your takeaway?
Listen, Godric, he's gotten into some stuff, and we'll help him with it. Of course. Eventually.
Wait, I fucking enjoyed it.
I really should ask him.
Are we all convening by the strawberry tree?
Good morning, Otto.
Strawberry?
Yeah, good morning, Brave. Thank you for holding me down and pushing me down. And a lot of.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's me. It's me. I don't think I can peer inside anymore, and I'm going to try.
Not conscious.
Watch this
Or-
being natural.
Be careful, don't.
Nat one. Oh, he's got some. He's cooking.
I'll send you a secret message.
Oh,
Wow.
we unlocked a secret.
A secret message.
Failing upwards.
Watch,
Separate
this,
some
this is
failure.
what I needed. Was a nat one, not a nat one.
Hey, for it to go off on its own. Let's go once.
Great, let's go talk to Gondar before some other earth-shattering event makes itself known.
A quick mod check. Yeah, and I need to check in on the guy. Don't want to see you like that again, Otto.
Yeah, I don't want to see me like that again. Either.
We ever?
Let me try the sequence of events that need to happen.
Yeah.
We should probably play it safe. Your echo didn't try to stop us as we were removing the ring. So
I was cognizant for most of that, right?
So
Yeah.
until the very end, yeah.
Yeah.
so
Just the finger part.
I'm not sure not sure how gone you are. A Torian.
I'm right here.
Well, yeah, but I think that Torian might also be still there.
Is that Armington raising?
Where is it?
Yes, you in the back.
This is Torian, but he goes by Otto.
Yeah, I gave him that name.
You did. This is true.
Thank you, Bertha of Otto.
And so,
Oh,
I don't know.
that's what is written in the Book of Otto 1:1.
Has Poppy achieved the movie set?
he
Is it allowed?
raised me in a way. So, I mean, if anything, he's more like a big brother.
Robot.
So are you Poppy a Torian?
I don't go by my family.
You don't go by a Torian?
No,
You don't go by Poppy Otto?
no,
So you are Poppy Otto and this is Otto? Who is a Torian?
wanted.
The first?
Do I have a last name?
You want to talk on the spot now, sir?
Specify that.
We changed the spelling. I'm Poppy.
Right now, you don't. She would know if we have one.
It's not a hero in your lore.
The Torian is not a hero.
No, he's great. It's
I'm just kind of sitting there like,
I don't.
I find it funny he called you Poppy Otto.
I'm basically family.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I had a last name.
What is so funny about Poppy Otto?
Just doesn't really roll off the tongue. Although we don't really have tongue.
What if I would buy puppy Torian?
Poppy Torian. Pop Tori.
Pop Tart?
Pop Tart.
And those top birds were born. Well, anybody's maybe on a lighter note. What's everybody gonna get up to today?
I was gonna go see Gondar. I was hoping to just say bye, but then that guy really cut me off really hard.
I plan on going back to my home closely.
Oh, you can go.
Okay. And once it just walks out. Unless anyone stops the button.
Let's
Are you
go.
calling better report make babies? Do not answer that.
Well, Sugar, do you still plan on getting away to go see your girlfriend, fiance?
Oh, he's just my boyfriend.
Oh, I wasn't sure what you called it.
You're
when you called you.
Well, I thought that we would all go. He did say that everyone was invited, but I suppose I could go on my own. But I just thought we could all go if we had time.
Perhaps. It feels wrong with the celebration when so much bad has happened.
He didn't say it was a celebration. He just said that we were going to have dinner.
Usually we don't have like sad feast.
Well, it's just a feast. It's called a feast because of how much food there is. I mean, if you want to go and be sad, then you can go and be sad. That's about it.
That's the classic Rui roleplay I know.
Maybe. I still need to go to the king and tell him our decision.
If you'd like, I can go with you.
I was planning on. Sure, that's fine.
Oh,
Before you reserve any place at the table, let me make sure I don't have a +1 coming.
okay, Craig. Okay, just let me know. I suppose he did say the invite was open to anyone.
Eyebrows are crazy.
Out of character, do I know that Mabel was the princess? Or Marie, if that was her name. Do I know that she was? I can't remember.
It was revealed in the sewer.
Right, the sewer. Yeah, we could go check on the princess. Marie. Well, I guess it's Mabel.
You all see Otto just stumbling to his door.
Otto,
Any plans?
where are you going?
To the king.
Oh,
I'm just getting a head start.
that's you.
All right.
I guess I'll follow since I'm going too.
I just want to look kind of stoic and cool. Otto, if we ever trade blows again, let's, do it right next time.
A lot now.
You know, yeah. Let's make sure my murderous shadow isn't trying to murderous people.
Under my breath, mine too.
So I hear that. Am I still close enough to you?
I'll say no.
Yeah. Okay.
Transition. Scene.
So y'all know every single person in Germany that's relevant is in the bazaar. So
That's relevant.
I'm just going to put that there.
Oh, drunk. In a good way.
And another again, maybe.
You good? At the moment, friends. We're good.
Yep.
Saved.
That's a good number of people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Not zero.
That is a healthy amount.
This is technically not even everybody. There are a few hard and
Who's the one with instead of zero two?
I see a perfect.
Damn, I was hoping for Poppy's sake she would have died in the Jurassic attack.
I've yet to ask who his fiance is.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. All better. He could cry on your shoulder and then boom, sealed the deal.
We should have seen.
No more shopping. So
Not very long.
Where's now?
Isn't Miranda still alive? Miranda had a shot.
Yes. Well, I'll be honest. She isn't a enchantress, so she actually might be able to lift something up.
Yeah,
But for like actual items, sure.
that's okay. I did find some health potions from Yennefer.
So crazy going Gondar, Rumi, Otto, Poppy, King.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we'll Godric, Vida, anybody you want to in this room.
I'm going with Crate to Dr. Gondar.
It's okay.
Oh,
Now,
Boston,
where the shops that happen to have things that I'm maybe looking for, the debris around, can I
no,
investigate the area, see if there's any sort of
no,
stock?
all items were. The only person who could make something would be Mark Martin.
No, I'm talking about the shops that used to exist. Big crash. They have not cleared out all of their stock, so there may be some salvageable things within the rubble.
Yeah.
Not like I'm not going to try to legally purchase something. I'm going to try to salvage something that is, salvage titled, as in whatever insurance is paying out this big ordeal. I'm just trying to yoink from the remains.
I would say probably this area. Like,
I will search.
all right.
We'll shop some outdoors.
Vehicle.
Does anybody need my assistance, or am I free to wander as I please?
Sure. Label it's gonna be the last man still in town, so you should probably tend to your business. Well, to be honest, I don't really know what we did before you showed up.
I just kind of walk around.
Hey, bye.
I'll go talk to the glass blower. Can I see?
I would stock up on potions, my guy, and I just kind of walk away.
But we're not shopping.
No items.
Oh yeah,
They don't got all the potions you got smashed.
make your own.
Don't let your dreams just be dreams.
Don't let your memes be memes.
Sorry, I think I can handle those things in maybe 5 minutes after 5 minutes over. And then we'll start with King Crew. So it's the King, Mabel, and Queen Catherine. We're all kind of just to the side. Kind of overseeing some of the we're basically over in this area, venture wise. It's just trying to basically clear rubble, essentially. But yeah, the king is kind of like supervising that as you all walk up.
How did the injured go to tonight?
I got started many reports from the host. I don't think anyone has been left of their day training.
That's good to hear. I figured we should report back after all the chaos of yesterday. We've decided to begin our mission in Aberdeen and hopefully help the people there disposing of the cult leader.
Each Facebook for seconds. All right. You all will take a boat there. I have an ally still with Crepons. They'll reach you here in the Stony Ports in Venus, and they'll be the ones who take you to Aberdeen.
Great. And I look over through the masses of people. You know,
You guys now, but
since we're going to be away, I bet one of these people could stay at the keep. That way they'd at least have shelter over their heads while we work on rebuilding.
I think you maybe else and
Thanks, on that.
actually group is worked and we'll take you up on this. Probably
Great. I'll send a message after I run it by everyone. I delivered the rest of our past supplies last night. And these people probably are in the middle of studying, but if nothing else, it might be some sort of comfort through this time.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we'll all be adjourning our business with only 2 weeks to prepare. I'm not sure what we can help with in the meantime, but if you need anything at all, we're here for you.
Of course, you are all taking most interest in me. So you are doing as much as you possibly can for Ashana.
Before I go to leave, I guess if unless you want to say, I kind of turn back at him and hesitate before asking. Do you think this will be the last mission? Do you think they'll survive?
I have every confidence that your group will survive. We'll do the best thing we can. I'll sell them difference. What is interesting to you?
We've always been a source of hope for these people. I'm sure it's just a bad feeling I haven't been able to shake it.
Couch looks down and looks like he wants to say something, but I just can't bring myself to it.
Well, Mabel, King, I suppose we'll see you at our departure.
The queen very fast with she kind of nods and Mabel she kind of looks like she's kind of just in shock. Gives you that kind of runs up and gives you a quick hug.
You're okay.
Puts her hands down and just backs away. Ruby, do you want to say to you?
The king.
Two,
I extend mine then.
he shakes.
I'm just gonna say, princess, you are very brave, and you should reconsider that whole becoming an adventurer thing. You might fit in with us. And I give her a little.
Shake my head behind Rue.
Thank you.
Oh, so Rue, do you have I'm still trying to convince her it's not a good pass.
Hubby, we need more people.
We need more people to live.
When she's her own person, she can make her own choices.
Yeah. And I imagine we're just like walking you away there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might. And she tried looking through the rebel. Something that you find. Possibly something you pull out the key Sister Alma told you about that she said can open can break any lock. It's kind of it's like a scroll design to it.
Wow.
Excellent. Excellent.
So that's the only like magical thing that you're able to find at the level.
I could do that. So it can just be cool.
Yeah, cool. That
That's
everybody
like,
else seems like destroying trash from
listen, there's more than that. Do I just like stealth into you? What do I?
Which so I mean it's not I don't think it's an item. Yeah, it's not an item you can find. So I was trying to make a custom item just so you can stealth and keep.
With a skeleton head on.
Description. Opens any lock
Break any lock.
and break.
He
Okay.
phrase it.
And break any lock.
The keywords open system.
That's Google seems so funny.
Oh, what?
It seems so funny.
Okay, I was gonna say I could do something else you didn't
Oh,
have.
it's so funny. Annie and like Sydney are just kind of talking back and forth, and as you're walking in, you just hear Sydney go, "I just picked the wrong profession. What was I thinking? Class in an adventure town? Of course, that was gonna break. I had no chance." And then Annie's just like, "Oh no, my apples. Like they're all. How can I be Annie's apples without apples?"
I said, glass? You do I'm sorry for intruding, though. What is it that you did exactly?
Oh, I mean, I was able to make like glass weaponry, glass jewelry, really make anything out of glass. I think, but I mean, clearly it won't stand up to no monster attack or board. Whatever.
Oh, well, you just need to keep practicing. How long have you been doing this for?
About 10 years.
Hmm. You know, it's a fine craft. Perhaps seek out an apprenticeship.
I'm the only one that I know of. I mean, I started out as like a blacksmith apprentice, but I mean, I always wondered if I could do more things with glass. And so I tried blowing glass, and it just barely just breaks. It breaks.
What if you made other things besides weapons with glass?
Break. It's just
Things that don't experience impacts that glass is not great for.
what would you suggest?
I don't know. Maybe an instrument. A flute.
It's just like it's like a light bulb or something. It's just that would be not bad. It would make a lot of beautiful sounds too.
Yeah.
I mean, and she kind of steps aside for a bit. So you're kind of casting some sort of enchanted magic on what seems to be like a solid piece of glass, and it begins to carve itself into a flute.
What?
And he hands it to you and just says, "Would you try it? I mean, I'm so scared. I mean,
Cue up Song of Storms, Ocarina of Time. Upper 4.
yes.
Come on, please. Yeah, I got 12.
Well, it makes a very beautiful sound. Actually, it has like you're not on beat with like any sort of like like you can tell it's a you problem, not an instrument problem, but
Yeah.
it sounds very beautiful. And what's more interesting about it is that there seems to be some sort of like you feel magic in the air as you're playing it. Ah. Like, there's like like a magical undertone to the music that you feel.
Sydney, that was amazing. This is awesome. I'm sorry I can't do your instrument justice. I've never really played anything with
But yeah, I'm just glad it worked. I mean, you can keep. I mean, it's a prototype. I mean, I can perfect it. I can overcome anybody's musical ineptitude. And yeah, you keep that. That'll be the prototype. And thank you for the idea. I mean, you're a genius.
Well, hey, it was just my idea. You have the craft. But Sydney, I get the feeling this is gonna make you big. Would you do me the honor of marking it with your artisan sign? Sign it.
She says, sure. And she kind of like puts her thumb on, kind of like, how were you? What would you put on a flute? Yes, like on the other side of like the lip, I guess.
Mhm.
And it's a rune that's kind of the rune basically looks like um, a flower that like one side of the flower and then like a folding fan. One
Mhm.
side of the folding fan is the flower and the other side is the fan.
Oh wow. Cool.
That's kind of fun.
All right, Sydney. You just sounds like we both have a lot of practice to do. Maybe the next time we meet, we can show our progress.
Of course, thank you again. But you are just a ray of positivity. Please start your time.
Nice
Go
to
ahead.
away.
Yeah. Go ahead and add a custom item glass flute.
Yes.
Good ideas.
Wait, did you already have an item like that?
No,
Okay.
you can make a should go to help you just make a custom item. Project and crave.
There's a sleeping
Yeah, so,
giant on our path. If only we had an item.
You walk over
Um,
to
By the
Gondar.
way, my canonical path thing takes me by Yachi to offer a shoulder, just in case. I don't have a vibe right now, but you know.
She's just kind of working, but she just gives a hug as you walk by it. Gotta get back to clearing stuff.
actually, can we canonically go a loop around the tent so we don't have to talk to Merlara?
You don't.
This is the correct pathing.
As you're walking by Merlara, you definitely see her interrogating Kaiser. Just like aware.
Hey, hold, just leave some for me, okay? Hold on, Gondar.
The very curious conversation with Merlara forced Kaiser. Gondar is just kind of clear rubble, but he can tell that he has like a lot in his mind. Hey, great.
I look at Gray and then back at Gondar.
Does not say hi, Kaiser.
I just kind of muddled to myself. You regret that.
I'm so sorry to hear the news, Gondar.
Everybody lost somebody yesterday. It's fine.
Doesn't make the loss any easier. And
It's
doesn't
just-
mean we have to. Doesn't mean we have to bottle these things up, Gondor. But it also means we have to find a way to move forward.
the jab path. Which tank? He's like not looking at you, just got steel clearing rubble, picking up like planks and all that out of the way.
Hmm. Um, Gondar, we need strong men in the coming fight. And
I need to
you're
get stronger.
perhaps so, but there are healthy ways and unhealthy ways we could go about that.
Grace, my group wasn't as lucky with our general as y'all's. Our general wasn't fighting back against us. Every time we would try to fight her, we would just have our life energy sucked out of us. I saw so many of my allies fall to dust, not even able to get close enough to her to touch her. I don't have the strength to deal with whatever that is. Whatever power just gives you that. So I have an offer that I've got to take it.
What do you mean by that?
Before I left, um, the demon, what you call it, Susuri, he told me to come to Zion and he'd teach me how to use my Ashana ability. Definitely I'll take him up on that.
Where do you see?
Zion. He said
Is that-
Susuri.
Oh.
Now,
Welcome back, Kareem.
are you sure this is the course of action to take, Gondar?
The only
I
option.
recall him smirking down on us as we almost killed each other.
I don't recall that. I don't recall anything about that fight. But whatever it was, let me stand toe to toe with you longer than I should have. So if I can learn how to use it, maybe I can actually be useful in this war and not just another dead soldier.
Gondar is a man who has taken curious bargains in his life for power. I just don't know if these people have your best interest in mind. I've walked the path of the beast before, and no matter how much stronger I got under the tutelage of those masters, I still found myself unable to help those in need. I understand you have lost your allies. Like you said, we have all lost allies. Though I not know everyone in Silver Ale, they too were allies. That is a mutual loss amongst all people in Stroni. It's not a burden you alone must bear.
Grace, I'll be honest, I don't care anymore about being the best ally or whatever. I don't want to die not being able to do nothing. I can't be at the bottom of the totem pole. Right now, I can't even stand amongst any of these guys. The whole facade, strongest as an adventurer, that's what it was. I can't do nearly half the things that your group does. wouldn't have ever been chosen for some exhibition match. Raw being asked to get stronger. That's the only way I know how. Give myself a fighting chance out there. I don't want to be me after you do it. Me's not good enough.
Gondar, you've achieved such great things as you. You're the savior of Kahlo. You did that. You're
Y'all are the savior of Colorado.
Fuck you. You are the savior of Kahlo. You held up that goddamn house as people were falling to death. You did that shit by your own two hands. I saw you do that. We all saw you do that. So what? You weren't able to handle like a singular fight, a showboating contest of nothing. When the chips were down, the back was to the wall. You did it, Gondar. Now, I understand we all suffered miserably recently. We have had probably easily the worst day of everyone's life here. We suffer together.
Do you know how we survived, Kahlo? Do you actually remember? It wasn't because any of us were strong. We weren't able to fight them. Hell, we were even fighting Darius. We only survived because Linehead was possessed by some devil. Like, it wasn't any of our power. That devil killed all those people, all those enemies we had. It wasn't even our power. So no, I have to do this.
All right. Well, don't get any ideas based on Maida. He has suffered his own repercussions for that. Listen, I'm on my way to Yodan shortly. No, we're not on the best of terms, Yodan, and the place you're heading right now, but maybe I'll find a way to make something work. Alright? Just don't, please, don't go alone.
I'm headed there tonight.
Okay. I'll figure out something.
Christ, couldn't we go with it? We have time.
I mean, out of character, we're gonna figure out something in group discussion. I think so. I think there's a chance, Dodger. I think we are working off of extremely limited time, but if at all possible, I will always make time for a friend. Dodger, do you have anything more empowering to say? We can rouse the troops
I-
of Ashana to our side, but I can't help a friend.
I'm gonna lean into you and say, no, it's all about to get worse, so I best not say anything.
What do you mean worse?
But there's about to be an angry god who's gonna attack the city in 30 days and kill everyone.
Great. More dreams.
Yes, and also, Satilla's being attacked by him right now. I told Otto already.
All right, it was fair to tell him first. That's pretty relevant to him.
Yeah, I've got nothing to say.
So, Rolara,
So we will go ahead and cut it there this week. Um, thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week with more shot rivalry. Thanks to the resources and things that make that happen. Thank you for maps and things, for tokens, for marketplace for tokens, mag for tokens. I think that's it. So we'll see you next week.
Have a mighty fine week.